So I said that I have a
Cool.
bone to pick with you.
Okay.
You didn't say hi to me in March.
I know. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, apology not
Hey,
accepted.
I'm gonna make sure that we get a picture and a post-fight interview after this one. Definitely.
You better. Okay.
No, I'm so sorry. Yeah, after the fight, we just kind of rushed out. So,
Yeah, you guys did. I was like, where did they go? Okay, so please
I'm sorry
introduce.
about that. But yeah, we're definitely gonna get it this time for sure.
Okay, okay. All right, so please introduce us to who you are.
Hey, so I'm Jake Marion. I'm an amateur fighter. I'm fighting out of Enterprise, Alabama. I train at Team Inferno Muay Thai with Dante Young. Gonna be fighting May 7th against Lamont Downs at LeLeo Code, 10th anniversary. It's gonna be a good one. We have a lot of good fights. A lot of fighters that I know are gonna be fighting on the card actually too. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a really cool time.
Oh my God, yes, it's gonna be such an exciting night. Okay, okay. So,
Yeah.
how did you choose what fighting style that you wanted to continue pursuing?
So I chose that. So originally I started by doing just full mixed martial arts, just grappling and striking. Um, and then around the time when COVID happened, our gym closed down, and I started just training by myself. And then I started just doing Muay Thai and kickboxing just by myself there. And I just really like it. I really enjoy it. Um, it's really what honestly, like out of all the sports that I've ever done in my life, it's really the most like it's the most fun for me, honestly. I really love it. And yeah, it's a lot of fun for real. Um, yeah, I would say yeah, around COVID and during that time period.
That's so interesting how how some people chose to look at COVID in such a negative way, which obviously there's,
Hmm.
people really ill, but some people were like, okay, I can look at it in a negative or I can do something positive with my life.
Hmm.
Okay, so
Definitely.
no, keep going.
Oh, so yeah, I agree with you there for sure. And I felt like I was kind of on like both ends of it. I felt like during the initial start of the pandemic, I was really lazy and I felt very negative about it. And then finally I was just like, I have a lot of free time and a lot of time that I can use to just be productive and just make my life the way I want it.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, okay. How important is it to be physically flexible as a fighter?
I think it's pretty important for sure. I definitely do think you need to have like flexibility as a fighter. But I do feel like a lot of people just like think we're like ballerinas or something. But really, honestly, I would say that I'm not that flexible for real.
Really?
Like, I think flexibility in your hips is really important, especially for kicking and for Muay Thai or for like jujitsu and stuff too. It would be important there as well. Um, yeah, I would say the hip flexibility would be the most important thing.
That's interesting. But you also have like a history of stretching often because of your
Mhm.
when you served, right?
Uh, yes.
True, true, true. Okay. So we don't see a lot of spinning elbows that actually stick very often in fighting because it's hard
Mhm.
to get someone close. What would you recommend to someone to help someone to get someone close to them so they can do that spinning elbow to knock them down?
To get closer to land a spinning elbow, you would maybe need to land some like feints. So maybe like establish a technique. And so like say I was gonna establish a heavy cross. And I established that cross. Now my opponent is looking for that cross. I can throw the cross, make it appear like a cross, but then spin it to the elbow. And that would kind of create that distance and kind of close that gap. Um, yeah, hand traps and just nullifying that space really because that is one that like you have that like close range for those elbows um and you'd need to be closer in, so I would say yeah, just really faint and just
Can I ask,
manipulating the space.
can I ask a stupid question?
Yeah,
What's
sure.
what's
I
a
don't think
what's
any
a what's
questions are
a
stupid.
what's a hand trap? What is that? Hand trap?
So basically So basically, where you kind of just like grab their hand and just push it down and trap it to where they can't. It's like where they can't use it.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Ooh, okay. I want to try that. Okay, okay, okay. So let's say that I'm gonna try that now. Yeah. So let's say that dinosaurs existed present tense right now. Okay.
Hmm.
What dinosaur would you make your pet?
Oh, what dinosaur would I have as a pet?
Yes.
Um, Man, I would like to have like a little velociraptor. I think that would be cool. I could probably put it on a leash.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
You get to
that would
ride
still be
them,
like
right?
really cool. I don't know. I don't know if they would be big enough to. I don't actually, Okay, okay. I'm throwing this one around. I actually don't know how big velociraptors are. I kind of imagine them to be a little bit smaller, but they might actually not even be that small for real. They might still be like way bigger than me. So,
I picture them like as big as like maybe like a shack. Which if you think about it, that's
yeah,
not that big.
yeah, okay. Hmm. Yeah, that's not that
Yeah,
big. That's not that big. But that's still, I think that would still be
yeah.
too big for me to put on a leash. But yeah, I would probably say a velociraptor. Those are really cool to me because it's like they have like strength and they're vicious, but they're still like really athletic and nimble and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Now, which dinosaur would you grapple?
Oh, what dinosaur would I grapple? Ooh, I don't know. Probably like one of like I don't know the exact name of them, but like the long neck dinosaurs. I forgot. But
The
yeah, one of them.
brontosaurus?
Yeah, yeah, that's it.
Oh, poor thing. They don't bother anyone. um, so also Mother's Day happens to fall under the same weekend as the anniversary fight. What would you say is your most favorite memory with your mom?
Hmm, my favorite memory with my mom. Hmm. I used to on Sundays we would just go on car rides and we would just have like long like conversations, just like about life and stuff. And I just remember there was one time we just talked, and we just had a really good conversation and everything. That was a good day. I'd probably say that. So, to simply like I would say, yeah, just having deep conversations with my mom and just kind of like having her like teach me about life. She's a teacher, so um
Oh,
yeah, she
really?
was. Yeah, I had a good mom. Yeah, I had a good mom growing up for real. Yeah, she taught me a lot.
That's beautiful. What would you say your mom is most proud of you for right now?
What she's most proud of me for right now, I would either say my resiliency or just my politeness. Like, yeah, my mom made it very important for me that she taught me like good manners and stuff. So,
That's good. That's you don't get that. Oh, trust me, you don't get that very often.
mhm.
You do not get
True,
people with
true.
good manners. Yeah. So what is
Yeah, that's
in
very
in
true.
your history of fight? Yeah. So in your history of fighting, what's a moment that still replays in your head where you're like, oh man, like I wish I wouldn't have done that, but it's useful to you now to this day.
Ooh. Ooh, so I feel like in the last fight that I had at LeLeo Code, against Ben, I feel like I should have set my kicks up more with punches, and I didn't do that enough. And really looking back at it, I should have done that more. And in my most recent fight, I did do it more, but I should have done it a little bit more than I did. So really looking back at that, that's what I'm kind of thinking about. That's what I was thinking about this morning.
Like how you're holding yourself back.
Hmm.
But also if I'm
Or
allowed to, I mean obviously
mhm.
if I'm allowed to comment, I mean I'm obviously not your coach, so don't listen to me. That fight that you did in March was so close. It
Oh,
was
thank you so much. I appreciate it.
everyone
I
agreed that
appreciate
like
it.
I Yeah, no one knew who was going to win. Because like usually, like I like I'll gossip with everyone else. And I'm like, oh, this is like it's obvious. But for that fight, they were like, just be ready, and I'm like, crap. It was such a close fight. It was so freaking close.
Thank you.
But like I
Man,
said,
I had a lot
I'm
of
not a
fun in
coach,
it,
so
and
don't listen to me.
hey, thank you. But yeah, I had a lot of fun in that fight. I wasn't disappointed with my performance at all, and Ben was actually a really cool guy too, and I had a lot of fun fighting him.
Super cool.
And yeah, and yeah, I felt like it was a really close fight too, and I feel like most of my fights have all been really close fights. I actually haven't had any wins yet, so that's what I'm hunting for on this next one. But basically all of my fights have gone to decision, and they've been really close fights like this. So I'm just keep pushing and just I mainly just want to focus on getting better and better each fight, and just putting on better performances after just one after another. And yeah, just yeah, at my point in my career right now, I'm an amateur fighter, and I'm really just trying to get better and trying to get to that next level. So I'm seeing progression through each fight, and that's what I'm happy about.
That's good. That's good. That's really, really good. Okay, okay. So Jake, what
Thank
would
you.
you say is what would you say is the best movie about fighting?
Oh, the
Oh wait, I lost your sound. 1 second, I lost your sound. 1 second. Can you say that again?
oh, I'm sorry, my bad.
Okay. Oh,
But
no, I can hear you
so
now. I can hear you now.
okay, cool. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that.
No worries.
But
Thanks.
I feel so for a movie or a film on fighting, that would be my favorite. So I I would probably say honestly Naruto. I know it's not like a boxing movie or a fighting movie, but there's a lot of fighting, there's a lot of martial arts and stuff involved. And just a lot of anime is like that for me in general, and I use it a lot for like a lot of motivation and inspiration.
That is Naruto is actually an excellent example. Actually, I mean, who doesn't like Naruto?
Thank
Who
you.
doesn't like Naruto?
I know, right?
Honestly.
It's great for real. And like yeah, it's like that's like a big motivator for me for real, man. Like yeah, that one has been very inspirational for me.
Awesome. Okay, so Jake, tell us where can we support you, sponsor you? Where can we find your gym?
So where you can sponsor me and support me and help me out, so here on Instagram, The Real Bushido, follow me, like my stuff, share it. I'm on Facebook as well as Jake Marion. Um, and really those would be the best two platforms. Or you could come see me at my fight on May 7th at LeLeo Cup.
Yes, I like that. That was good. Me and Dante were
Um,
talking about you, by the way.
oh yeah.
Yes, how you're too hard on yourself. It's true. You're
You said, I'm
amazing.
sorry. Um, can you say that one more time? I'm sorry.
Yeah, Dante and I were talking about how you're too hard on yourself.
Hey, I am really hard on myself. That's true. That's true. And I need to ease off a little bit. Um,
Yes.
but yeah, I am too hard on myself for real. I feel like I just want to be perfect, and I'm mad when things aren't perfect. And yeah, it's good and it's bad because I feel like me being hard on myself and me being difficult does push me to get better and does push me to get to new points. But then it's like I get to a point where it's just like I just beat myself down too much and it's not helping. So,
Yes. You already know that
but
you're
yeah.
we all know that you're amazing. You just need to know it.
Hey, thank you, Ashley. I appreciate that. I think you guys are amazing too.
Oh, okay, last question, then I'm gonna let you go, okay? So I'm sure you've seen the movie Fight Club.
Hmm.
Quote from the movie is, "How do you know yourself if you've never been in a fight?" Do you feel that you know yourself better since you've been taking training seriously outside of when you served?
Yes, I do. And yeah, I very much feel like um yeah, I feel like it just kind of there's nothing hidden from you when you're in the cage, and there's nothing hidden from you in a fight. It's and there's nothing really hidden from your opponent either. It's like you get this kind of weird connection. It's like there's not you can't not be real with them, and
Mm.
if you're hurting, they're gonna know, and if they're hurting, you're gonna know, and there's just not really hiding anything, and you do kind of get this weird like sixth sense connection. And I definitely feel more like connected with myself, and I feel connected with the people that I fought. Like Sean's in here on the chat, and I think it's really cool, man. Like I fought Sean in my second fight, and we've become super good friends after that. Like he cornered me in my last fight at LeLeo. Yeah, and it's just awesome, man. And I definitely feel like you get that connection, and you get that respect for not just yourself but the other people as well too. Um, yeah, I definitely say that. Yeah, it does get you a better understanding of yourself.
Yeah, that was really deep. Jake, it's always a pleasure talking to you. I will see you
Hey,
next
thank you.
weekend.
I
I
always
will.
like talking to you
I'll
too.
follow you out to your car if you don't say hi to me.
Hey, I'll make sure that we get a photo this time. I promise. You have my word.
Okay. All right. You have a fantastic day. If you see Dante later, tell him I said hey. Okay.
Hey, I will for sure. Thank
All
you.
right. You have a good one, love.
Hey, thank you. You too.